Hello everybody, today is Thursday the 25th of May and I want to go on with a craft room tour because I should not craft anything. I did crochet on yesterday and today and now I really cannot use my hand anymore. Okay, so first update about my cheek thingy. I went to the dentist yesterday, on Tuesday morning, was very short and he said it's not the teeth. It's the cheek thing. I should go to a throat, we call it HNO, Hals, Nase, Ohre, throat, nose, ear doctor. And then I called my family doctor and who then transferred me to the other one. And I have an appointment tomorrow. And I do hope they figure something out. I think there's something floating around, jamming my things, which has always happened there and now has moved to the front and down there. And since I got the appointment for tomorrow, it's already way better. That's always like that. So, but I'm still relieved about that. And then I hope maybe with an ultrasound or something that they find something. It's not the teeth. So before we take out more teeth, which my other dentist said too, she cannot take out all the teeth. Maybe it's something else. We should check the other thing out. And my old doctor, was actually older, said I should go to the Hals, Nase, Ohrenarzt. So that's, and then it was good that I went there. He just said I should do that, and she didn't know where to refer me to and just referred me to other dentists. And yeah, I hope something comes out tomorrow. And I tried to finish it today. I have those things left to show you, and then that is that in my craft room. So let's start with the left shelving, which is IKEA. Everybody has that. And upper left corner, I have my mug press, some infusible ink pens, and other supplies for my mug press and sublimation colors. Next to it, you've seen that already, are the stamps. Then here are cutout things, some and more in other places. This is treasure. Those are all the ink oxide re-inkers, and they're kind of like in rainbow color, but I have to lift them to find them. Next to it, another treasure thingy, alcohol inks, and then washi tape and distress ink refills and normal ink refills. They're all in here. And that's private stuff. And this is just to show you, this drawer has a higher backing, so it doesn't fall down when it's pulled out. Otherwise it would just fall down, and like this it can stay kind of straight. Oop. So that is those two. Then over here are some cards that are finished. Sometimes I already label them to send them off. Then those are started projects at the moment. Also, I have some rulers in here. So there are blinds to make rulers. And then you can, that's why I have some stamp sets here. They're chosen with quite small critters. And then you can make your own ruler design. This is one with Mama Elephant. And another one with the Colorado Craft Motions. And there's inches and centimeters on it. Then this is a record player and old records from back home. Those are kids' stories and a Swiss comedian, just childhood memories. And this was quite cheap, that's why I got it. Then here I made those with the crocodile things where you can add something. It's for the market. I made with Fimo. It's another card project. Yeah, a Smarties dispenser. So you can put the Smarties in there, turn that wheel, and then it gets out that thingy. And I tried to make it a production line about a year ago, but then I had to stop. I didn't get further. And there's some more space, some more stuff behind there. It's little bottles and things. I wanted to make my own Fimo shaker elements. Didn't do a lot with that. This is my little Cricut Joy. Then I have quite new, that was on sale, a switch, Sizzix switch, because sometimes I don't want to get up all the time, and then when having a electrical die cutting machine. You can just stay put. It's just quite loud. It's not, the one side is okay putting it in, but then the reversing it is quite loud, and I don't know how loud that is for my neighbors. In here I have some Copic re-inkers and more of those containers. They're all empty, but also like cork and stuff. I don't know, just got them because I saw them. Okay, one layer down. This is the big shot, and this is an even bigger big shot. This is the biggest, and this is, I don't know, middle thingy with the cutting plates here on the side. Here are some colored pencils, some pastels, and in here are some acrylic colors. I don't use that stuff often. This is also from IKEA. It's very handy. And this one, after I got my big shot, a week later, I tried to tighten that screw and the screw broke. So it's quite an expensive machine, and then that screw broke. But it's handy now because like this, it fits in here. So I take it out, put this handle on, have to pay attention that it stays on. Just scratches this a bit because that's there. But otherwise it wouldn't fit in here, so that's perfect. Then here I made a little angle game where you can fish with stamps and stuff, and in here I have Chibitronics supplies. Then those are the stamp drawers I showed you. This is something else. Those are games. Diamond painting stuffs. This is wool yarn to make like scrubber things or sponges, and little socks when you want to fill sand into an animal or something. And just some sand to fill in there to make it heavier so it doesn't tip over. Sometimes I need to do that. More wool. This is the stuff this I have for a long time. This I just recently ordered, was a bit wrong. Yeah, that's just why it's here. Over here are the cutting plates for the new big shot thingy and other things. I think those are ideas, or this is to sort. This is just scraps and stuff. As well as here, started card projects and stuffs. It's not, but this is an old thingy. When I used to, I've been sick a lot and I used my time to do things. So I drew that note and then I cut it out many times with paper and made a stencil. And then I put it onto blache. This is like plastic thing, and cut it out because I made those bags and I wanted to put that on, and I think it's very pretty. Those are Notenschlüssel and just different notes. I haven't done a lot with it or anything with it. I just think it's so pretty. And I cut that out by hand. I didn't know about die cutting machines back then. That's something I could have used earlier. I think in 2016 I was researching stuff, how I could do another project I did without having to cut it all out. And the die cutting machine or scan and cut would have been perfect. So this is stuff for a 3D pen because I made something. I'm working on a horsey. So I've had that saddle. I made that saddle stand a few years ago. I would like to ride, and I'm sick all the time. I cannot ride. So I have my own horsey in here. And I'm working on the head still. So started that a year ago. Couldn't go on all the time. Also got many things going on. And this thing is made with a 3D pen too. Yeah. Next drawer is napkin decoupage. I used to do a lot of that. I just have all the napkins and the glue in here and some brushes I used for that. I don't do it as often anymore, but you can also see the box there. It's just a moving box, banana box, and I made them pretty. This is another bad drawer. Just with card stuffs that needs to get organized or started things and so on. Yeah, those three things, but they drive me crazy. And in the next one is all the vinyl I have. I did see, when I started with vinyl, I saw a sale thingy where they all were 50% off, so I got a lot of vinyl things. Haven't used it a lot, but now and then I think it's quite cool to do something with it. Well, up here, that's the kitchen stuff, which is not sorted. Those are the crocheted animals that are just here for now. This box is for alcohol inking. I do that in that one. And the rest needs to get organized or go somewhere else. Then I have this Beno. It's a CD shelf in between. I've shown you the stamps. There's a platform pop-up, which I made a bit bigger. Worked. I started mini album, my first one. On the side I have some die cut things. I use a lot of borders, so, and I'm always taking my machine from here to that table, so this is quite close to get that. And some words, sentiments, things to use or use often. Then here, those used to be red rubber stamp storages. And then I used to put the die cut and colored images in there. And now I don't know how I should go on. There's more of those DVD cases also with, yeah, that's still in progress. This is a thing I made myself with resin. I have a very cool mold for that. Here are some die cut things. At the beginning I did store them all like that for the stamp sets. I have some lawn fawn ones. It's about 1, 2, 4 in one thingy. Lawn fawn, some MFT with Stacy Akula and some Mama Elephant. Also they're in here because this shelf is not attached to the wall, and I keep them down here so it doesn't tip over. Maybe I'd go on with the next shelving, but I start from down here. This is a very old label maker from my dad. He used that as an electrician and he is retired, so he gave me that thingy. This is a very new tablecloth thingy, which I want to use once I do another puzzle, so I can cover it up because of my cats. Also once I want to do something on the table. Then here is my stamp carving set, which is quite new. It's in a box. I got that box when I stopped working at my old place. Gave me a gift thing, but I covered it with napkins. So then those 3 aren't card related. Those are my funny velvet, other velvet, and luxurious velvet is down here. And here are, what is it? Cheap velvet, and also sometimes I have the Stopfwarte in there, the stuffing. This is now the project I'm working on. This is crocheting stuffs. Also that box. Then next to it is yeah, I think I started doing something here. I put the stencils in here and I took them out again, didn't work. And this also, those are just empty. I thought I stamped all the purple onion designs somewhere, but yeah, they're not here. So I got some leftover magnets, my very big magnet roll, which I get from a for the professional people who work with plumbings or electricians and stuff. They have their own stores, and this is a very heavy magnet thingy and very good. Also some sprays, like a varnish for the alcohol inks, the puzzle thing. I also have a glue spray. I haven't used it yet. Also for aquarelle, when you do watercolor things. And the isopropyl is a propyl, which I use for the alcohol inks. Yeah, just some stuff like that. And this is very cool cork thingy. Don't know what to use it for. I like cork a lot. Cork and wooden stuffs. And those are empty to be used for something. Yeah. Well, one's never finished organizing, isn't one? This is more stuff. I have no idea. Are those more mugs? I have more mugs in here for my mug press. Some leftover things, paper scraps, and Toblerone thingy. My template to make a Toblerone packaging, which I can ink blend and cut out and make that. And then there's some more like those covers for die cuts. I use them, or sometimes when a stamp set doesn't have or the thingy breaks where it comes in, I put it in there. And those I think are empty. Ah yeah, I put the cutout critters in here too at some point. And that's still not done. I don't know. I thought it would be a good idea, but kind of doesn't work. So then I have this one also from my dad. He used to have that in his office. So I have my mink foiling stuff down here, the folders and the foil I put into Mapley, into those things. They come in a roll. I have some toner sheets here. I don't really get it because one could also just get the foiled paper, but I think one can choose the color one wants to foil it. And I've used it on my last craft roulette card. That is that. Then I have shrinking foil. I did a few of those things, and then I had to have them all. There are clear ones and matte ones, and this one glows in the dark. There's some things I did. It's also with Anita Sharam pictures, purple onion design. That's before, and when you shrink it, it is that small. I think I added some glossy accents on it later to seal it off because it got so sticky on the one side. Yeah. And then one, this is one with a art impression stamp. So I did not remember that was in here. But this is all, and this is milky white. Okay, this is shrink wrap, shrinking thingy, vellum, acetate from the thick one. This I might even have from my teacher school thingy. This is also foil I used for the projector where you write on it and it projects it on the wall. It's very handy for shaker cards. It's not that expensive then. You get a big pack for it. It costs something, but this is way more expensive and thicker. Then I have glittered paper. Sometimes I put that in folder things. Different things. Special papers like metallic, what's it called? Holographic, just pretty papers I use for die cutting things, die cutting words mostly. Nina Solar White. I heard everybody using Nina Solar White. So I researched a lot and then I got, I think, 4 packs about 2 years ago. Never used it because I don't have a lot and I had to research so long to get it. But when I do, it's very good with markers, but it's very thick, harder to fussy cut out. So I'd rather use it for stamps I have the die cut thing for. I don't know if that sentence worked out. Also at the beginning with the markers I tried to find marker paper, but that's super thin and yeah, I don't use it. Masterworks. Okay, here I got more measurement things. That's also from my dad, from his electrician time. He used that stuff a lot. And then here I have more Scoomy crafting foam or something. And on top of it, more glitter stuff or foiled things, more glitter things. Just all the special nice papers are here. At some point I got just what I saw. And fusibles things, haven't done a lot with that, and more glitters and more holographic and stuff. Okay, so that was already the second row. 2 rows left. Okay, this is, I have no idea. Just started that recently. I have a gel plate there, and now I got some acrylic colors. I tried something with acrylic colors and the toner foil. So the mink foil works with acrylic paint because I guess it works better with toner, but also works with acrylic. Because I made a thingy with my gel plate with acrylics, and then I used toner foil over it and made frog prints. This is all gel plate stuff. Where is it? There. And then I wanted to foil the frog prints, and then I saw Okay, it foils over the acrylic. Maybe if you just have a lot of color on it, or if it's not dry entirely, but it's good to know. And this is with the alcohol inks and acrylic on top, also on the background, the silver on the gel plate. It's very cool to do that. Yeah, so my first experiments with the gel plate and foil and yeah, stuff. So pretty. And those are, I think my sister got those for something, and they are silicone or something. I think I might be able to use that too to emboss with stencils as a matte. And I use it for the color, for the brayer to, I have a huge brayer, to get rid of the color. I think I use it for that. So this is new, my jelly plate thingy. Then I have an office drawer, backup stuff, and the sticker maker, and just pens and pencils and things. It's not good, but it's my private stuff. Also, those I take to cover my phone when I go out, or labellos. This I got from Tina, and I have stuff in here, just Nivea lip thingy. Yeah, that's just my stuff. Somehow not organized. This is more watercolor. Made a stencil with art impressions to make a candle, which did not work out entirely. Those are some self-made Fimo shaker bits. Those are shaker bits made with a shrink wrap, shrink foil. You see it? It's the dinos from Lawn Fun. And those are, I think that's MFT. Yeah, seagulls and stuffs, also shrink foil. Then paws, toe beans, all shrinkered. There I tried to make a lemonade with a tutorial, and then I failed at cutting it apart. That's Fimo. And then I have a lot of those little canvases. They're so cute, with the Staffelei and the easel. Some more watercolor paper. This is a set of postcards in watercolor. Then more acrylic paint, which actually should go up here. Those I got from my older sister. She used to buy a lot of paints, and then I was allowed to get some of those. Yeah, so that is watercolor. Then the next one is Seagull wax seal. So I actually got that candle from my neighbor for the last Christmas, also the one before the last, and I used that to melt it. And here I have some more wax things, and in here I have my wax stump, and I can exchange that thingy. And scraphouse.ch has so many very, very, very adorable wax seals, so I have 3, I think. Music notes again, my wax palettes, and in here I have some finished ones. I haven't used that a lot because I don't know if it's good to put it on the outside of an envelope. I've done it, but I don't know if it's annoying for the post office. This is the diamond painting that's in progress. I have all the diamonds in here. This is that one. Had to stop because of my cheek. Couldn't do that either. Just all the things I have. This is also more older crafts. This is Bierfeld's glue from Opitec. Opitec is a shop, a store. It's also craft knife blades and yeah, magnet paint. And then my phone, very loud. Yeah, just things. A photo frame I could do something with. I have that for so many years. Yeah. And over here, I got some packaging, which I have from the stamps and stuff I can use for infinity shakers. I used those to store some stuff at some point, and then I stopped doing that. And down here I have proper packaging for cards when I want to sell them. And up here is glimmer and hot foil. This is a suitcase with all my hot foil stamps. And it's very heavy. and it just has those supplies in it. That thingy, it's a magnet thingy. I can grab it, and when I push that, it gets rid of the magnet to my plates, and then all the different stamps are in here. It's quite new that I started doing that. And the rest in this drawer are just the super cute, super pretty foils, which work with the stamps. So I got those that work with the stamps. In there, I got the foil that works with a mink and toner. And I have more foil, which is just for hot things. Yeah, I find that mind-breaking, that hot foil stuff. So I also have a cinch. Not for long. This is just cardboard boxes I cannot get rid of. And some cardboard. Those are stamps I think I'm going to get rid of. This is very old paper I have, but I use it for die cutting things. It's just cut down. Yeah, paper had a weird size at the beginning, so I made pieces out of it. This is the smaller parts, the bigger parts are there. And those are the ones I use for card bases and stuff. In here, I think I have just some things to wrap packages. And here are some of the cards I use for stamping my critters and color them. Next thing with the inlay thingy from IKEA is the Spellbinders hot foil machine, which works with those things. And then I have my paper. This is very, very thick paper, 350 grams. You never find that. I use that a lot for card bases and stuff. Still do, but I have now got those, which I can use for that too. Also do die cutting with that, all of those. Different thicknesses. I do the ink blending on it or die cutting. This is a bit, yeah, they're just a bit different. So those. Then I have more special papers or things. I also have a glass mat, which lost all the dots. I guess that's why I put it here. I used to use it way more. Then I have Yupo paper for the alcohol ink. More Yupo paper. I also got some when I found it a bit cheaper somewhere. What is this? Oh, this is very new from my older sister. Oh, no, I bought that. It's lamination foils. Because of something. I don't remember why, but I'm using it, or about to. Then I have a lot of watercolor paper. This is just labels. That's from my sister. She didn't use it anymore. This is neon colored paper because a friend of mine wanted neon colors on her things. Just some empty things. And what's in here? I don't know, maybe more folders. In here I have some alcohol ink backgrounds that are finished. Then more clay foam, something. Then more toner paper. This is also from before I started making cards. I did other crafts and I was always looking for good thick paper. And now I found that one over there. I showed you already a few times, which is from internetstore.ch. It's very, very good store. Very good prices. And yeah, good delivery. So just more colored paper. These are my small paper pads, 6x6. I have a few. This is the special paper. Also like very much, but stinks so much, so I'm not getting more of that. Big paper pattern paper. Those are big ones from that weird thing. More glitter cardstock and more glitter cardstock. Yeah, more patterned paper. And this is very cool. This has a texture on it, on all of them. It is called Precision Cardstock. I have it in white, black, in neutral tones, and in the strong tones. And this is very old, again, very old patterned paper I have. Okay, then here I have more crocheted stuff. I got my stereo and some musicals. They're Christian and they're next to the Bibles. In front of it are the cards I just recently made. The stencils. That's in the other room, my candle making kit. Then I have my crochet stuff is in here. Here are my safety eyes. And those things I got from my sister. She was decluttering, and here are all the hooks and scissors and stitch markers, needles, and just everything I need is in those two things, and the yarn and the filling stuff. What was that? Behind here is just another box with music or something. Then here on the side, this is my speckle box. This is for the cats. And then I have, this is also for the cats. I have all the Fimo. It was also half price. I had to have it all then. Started doing something at some point. I love those. I want to make more of those things, those crocodile things. And then I have Fimo tools and wire and stuff. More Fimo stuff. And the rest of a thread, which is in the wrong thing. I have my ribbons and threads in here, as well as some brushes. Okay, will not remember that. And now my last thingy. Unfortunately, the rolls broke at some point. It's the same as over there with the stamps and other things, just wider drawers. So here is the mink. This is just hot foil stuff. Also the iron, which I want to try to use with infusible ink too. And yeah, that, I think that hot, I don't know what's it called right now. The stuff for the fuse tool. Yes, it's called fuse tool, I think. Here's my little glue gun. I don't use often. Then I have backup stuff in here, like backup 3D tape, warranty or manual, just backup things. Okay, then I have the other embossing powders. I don't use it a lot. I was scared of running out of white and clear gloss, so I got the backup already. Then I got silver and gold, and it's so chunky, it's very hard to do something with it. I got backup baby powder because well, you can get the powder tool, but they don't sell refills, and you don't know what goes in there. So it's baby powder or cornstarch. You can just fill that in there. And you can also use the baby powder for the easy mount. When you want to mount your red rubber stamps, you can put them on and then put a lot of baby powder over it, so it's not sticky anymore around, and then it's way easier to cut them out. For the scissors and just in general. But don't take off the thing from the other side, the protective film for the side that goes to the acrylic block, because that breaks. That happened with my red rubber stamps from Purple Onion Designs, and I broke them, and it's very annoying because I did all the work and they barely hold on an acrylic block. Very annoying. And those are just the other embossing powders. Those are opaque, so not see-through, metallic, OM. O for opaque, T for transparent, because I didn't know that at the beginning either. And I just stamped it on and embossed it with what's in there. Also, this is a Galaxy Glow. Some are glow in the dark, I think. And those are backup glasses. I gave my dad, I think last year, the year before that, an advent calendar with honeys for every day. So I got 24 of those back. Yeah, just those things. Next one is infusible ink for the new thing I do with a mug press. Then, those are the hot foils I don't know how to use. Because again, 3 different methods. The one with the hot foil stamp, the one with the toner, and then those which are just hot. But I would have to draw or something, and I don't know how. Or put it through the laminator. But it doesn't stick well then. I wanted plain and it didn't work. So those are those. Some, what are they called? Punchers or something? Hole punchers. I have some for a long time already. I used to do crafts before. Yeah. And stuff for the cinch. Unfortunately, the cinch didn't fit in here. I don't know. Maybe they came with the set. I don't have it for long. And down here, just other miscellaneous things. I saw some do stuff with nail polish, and those change color or they had color that changed color in the heat, and I found nail polish that does that. So I did something with that. This is, I guess, 20 years old. I used to do that, the see-through nail polish, but I don't like nail polish because I think my fingers need to breathe, and then I always had sticky hands. Those are the wheels from Thingy that broke. chalkboard color, fluffy marbles for other projects. Also Kleister, more glue and more like clay, but Fimo based somehow. And so in the other room here, I have two printers. One is with what's it called? Laser for the toner ink for the foiling, and one is normal but color. So this is just black and white, and this is colored. I do my pattern paper here or other things. And then here's more stuff, but I just want to show you one. This is my candle making kit. We have candle colors. I thought they would be in here. Candle plates. They're under it. Okay. You can also die cut those and things. That's not good that I had them under there. Yeah. And the first, those are cut out. Those, that's just for the. Well, it's something I want to do. I didn't do a lot. I then went frantically to find that color stuff, which is now widely available. And then I did some foiling on it. I think I foiled it, and what's it called? With a very thin paper, you can blow it on it. Yeah, that's another technique. And I made those for that. And I did stencil it, but I stenciled it on the wrong background. And then I couldn't take it off. But I made one for my sister. Yeah, but she got. So that's my candle making kit. And that was most of the rest of my craft supplies. I still have more, but that's different crafts. Like I have more resin stuff, but I am not doing that a lot, and I'm actually trying to get rid of some stuff there. So that is more in this room. Well, I can show you a glimpse of it. The rest in here is paperwork and stuff, private stuffs. But here is my Cricut, the bigger one. Empty boxes. They're just so pretty. Paper bags for packaging. Here's some resin things, and yeah, needs reorganization. All of that is resin stuff or other things. Also concrete, or you can also, what's it called, beton. Just different kinds of stuff you can use to make things. And up there is the big suitcase I wanted to take to the suitcase market, but it's so heavy. Other smaller ones which are empty that I can use for the suitcase market. This one is made out of paper. That's the first thing I actually finished with crocheting. This is how I used to store my cut out images, and now I have them in the small folders, and the other one is still with office supplies like refill tuckers and things. Got more Sharpies over here, but this is not well organized. So, and there's a cat. Hi. And she's in all the cat food. Yeah, she was just in her holiday home, which also I made with my paper napkin things. Oh, mousy. Okay. And that is that. So I got a lot of stuff, and I use it. I always have phases. One time I do that, then I do that. So that's just how I do things. Also that giraffe I made in my older flat with PowerPoint and printed it out in pieces and made sure I could put it together. Oh, I find it very pretty. Also, I drew it too, yeah. So, and that was everything. And okay, next time I really do the envelopes or something. I'm not in the mood to do that right now. And now my whole craft room thing is out. It's in a playlist. And yeah, maybe at some point I go on with other things, or when I rearrange it. And yeah, I thank you very much for your kind words on other videos too, and for watching, and see you in the next one.